All right. So I was just live, but GP just asked me to look at, let's see. GP asked me to look at what's going on with Bridget and Jan's views. Oh boy. Let's. I know she's been having some problems with Yo Mama recently. You still don't get it. I'm done. Uh-oh.
So real quick video, because I was got a notification that Bally just uploaded a video, and I am just in total shock and disbelief at the thing that she is talking about. So let me share my screen real fast.
Arya.
Yeah.
Or something. Bridge is just you putting so much emotion and so much time. And then listen to this, and I want to explain to you before I put it. He says, don't talk about people if you don't know them, right? And
so don't talk about people if you don't know them. Video. The majority of my video was talking about my family story, my family tree, something that I have been working on for a few years now. To get the history of my family since Yo Mama wanted to tell. I can't believe I'm explaining this. I have to explain this again. Since Yo Mama wanted to tell me that I didn't know what racism was. The point of me telling these stories is to be like, yes, I do know what racism is. But let's go on.
And I want to ask you, why was I blocked from your mama's channel? Why was I blocked? Because you knew so well, or why? Did I ever hate your mama's chat, unpleasantness, spamming, impoliteness? No. I was as a fan paying member there. I was not in any way unpleasant but the reason why I was kicked out was because your mama knew me so well, apparently. And that was the reason.
My grandpa used to be in Arkansas. Went to the jails, and he used to say at nighttime they used to open up the cells.
I don't know why he's so.
I don't understand why he's trying to play the oppression Olympics now. What is
the oppression Olympics?
To this, but it's not my issue. I don't care.
Up in the morning. He used to tell me that, and he said,
I just don't like hypocrisy.
Y'all come back again, we gonna hang y'all in them trees.
That's
Man,
it.
come on. And you talking about your dad in a radio job?
I went over a whole slave narrative of my great grandmother at the beginning of my video. This was just one aspect that I talked about. You don't think that my 87-year-old dad went through more in his life than getting a radio job?
That's your flex.
Very ugly. No, okay.
And to think that discrimination is a flex? Who are you? Where is your? What are you talking about?
You don't talk to people when you don't even know. Like, don't talk to someone.
Don't kick out the.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right here because she's talking about her thing with getting kicked out of Yo Mama's.
Good morning, Blinky. Or afternoon, excuse me. So Bridget is fully aware that Jan is homophobic, racist, and a terrible person. Run, Bridget. Yeah, Bridget, run.
Miss Chat. But for him to say, don't talk about people that you don't know, I wasn't talking about you. I don't know what kind of egotistical trip that you're on.
What kind
Half of my video was not a.
What kind of egotistical trip are you on, Bridget?
About you.
Oh,
it was about my research.
My research.
Honestly, this is
this and that.
Yo Mama is very disappointing. it's very disheartening to see this man so angry and comparing struggles of Black families and ancestors and whatnot. You really, truly either are just drama farming or you don't get it. And
You don't get it. I quit. Oh. I'm here for bubblegum, boobs, and bologna sandwiches. Oh, well. Welcome, Hooves. We got plenty of that here.
I don't know how else to explain it to you, because I think I'm saying the same thing over and over again about communication. You don't want to do that.
You don't want to do
You
that.
want drama. And you have honestly turned into the channels that you have always talked about. It's very disappointing. I'm done. I can't talk to ignorance. I can't.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, Bridget. What else is going on? Videos. Wait, did she do? Okay, your mama still doesn't get it. Your mama getting it wrong. What's this? And she's been doing more stuff.
Hey guys, I am here. I am back. The reason why I'm back again, Jesus Christ. So I got a message that your mama had reviewed.
Is she fine with your mama or Jan? From what I'm seeing, no, she's no longer fine with your mama. We're gonna see what else is going on with Jan, though.
My video. So I don't know.
He
which
reviewed
one
my video.
So this is going to be my first time.
So now I gotta get on my knees and suck his cock for more views.
Watching it so I can see what insightful intellectual arguments that he has. Let's see.
What insightful
Let me share my
arguments
screen.
that he's
Let's get
got.
some exposing going on. Let me see. Bridget had a video talking about No Madness. No Madness has been getting dragged by a bunch of channels. Bridget made a video
No Madness
talking
life.
about it's okay for No Madness to be ignorant. Go ahead.
It's clear as day. I agree, Stan. And the thing is, if she's been told that, and
I said it was okay for No Madness to be ignorant. Are you stupid? I said that she was ignorant, and I said to have a conversation with her. Are you dumb? I don't agree.
Mhm.
I don't agree.
Mhm.
Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh? Play me like a dummy, like bitch. Are you dumb? Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh? Yeah, you got some money, but you're still fucking ugly.
I think it's ignorance.
Ignorant.
It's not like she's out here saying I'm better than you. Maybe she may think it, I don't know, but she's not outright saying, oh, I'm better than this group of people or I'm better than that group of people. I think it's pure ignorance.
So Bridget thinks that No Madness,
Pure
attacking
ignorance.
Muslims, is pure ignorance.
Attacking. Let's look at the word attacking. Is she going out there like, oh, I'm gonna hate all Muslims? No, it's not attacking. Verbally attacking, she said some fucked up shit. She said some fucked up shit and she was ignorant for it. I said that.
Yeah,
but again,
okay.
over and over and over again, how many times do I have to say it? Yo, mama, maybe you missed that part. Did you watch the whole video? I said to have a conversation with her so that she'll understand. If you go to the end of my video, you'll actually see where I asked, what are you trying to do here? To Farida and Zena.
Mm-hmm.
I said, are you just trying to make her into a clown? Which you did. Are you trying to make her into a cow? Which you said that she was your mama? I said, you're not helping the situation. I said to have a conversation. Never said that it was okay to be ignorant. That's why I'm here, informing your ignorant ass.
She can play the ignorant card. Well, let me tell.
Ain't no ignorant card. Are you dumb?
Okay, hang on.
Way to misconstrue shit.
GP wants to come on. Let me get him the link. All right.
It's way to misconstrue shit.
Bridget something. Bridget, did you not watch the video when Nomad?
I watched the fucking video. Did not give a fuck.
And it's literally said in
And
college,
you're sitting
she
here
read half
complaining
of the-
about it.
I went over it in my video, yo mama. Did you watch my video?
the Quran, and
Yeah.
she took a culture class, a Muslim.
Did you watch my video, yo mama? Because I went
Christ.
over all that. Because I equated it to myself, where I grew up in a household with a Middle Eastern man that my mother was seeing, and I said that we have the Bible and the Quran on the mantelpiece, and I said, should I play my clip? No Man's Life talks about how when she was in college, she was taking some Middle Eastern course, and then she got deep into it and read half the Quran, so she knows blah blah blah, this, that, and the other. I doubt that she knows, because like I had a Quran growing up. It was on above the fireplace. Do I know anything about the Quran? I don't. The Bible, we have the Bible as well. I know a little bit more about the Bible, but I didn't grow up religious, so I can't tell you everything about it. But I said basically, yeah.
Well, then you obviously don't know everything about it.
We had that in our. I said, but I don't know anything about the Quran. So I said, I'm sure that No Madness doesn't know about it either. Where she said she read half of it.
Muslim culture class in college.
Yes.
She's not playing ignorance. She's playing hate, right? Because food.
Look, isn't the Quran in Arabic? Isn't the Quran?
One thing, though, Yo Mama does need to read chat and research a bit more. I kept telling him over and over Hussey was legally blind, and he didn't even know that. Yeah.
In Arabic, she is ignorant. She is.
Foodie Beauty's Muslim. Now she can just attack Muslims. I think that's utterly disgusting.
Attacking Muslims.
Calling Kim Kardashian Jafar, saying
That's an attack.
things about Muslim men locking women in their homes. You think that's just
Y'all.
Oh, laugh like a hyena.
Look, clearly Yo Mama didn't watch my video. Maybe he saw clips and pieces. Nigga, don't try to school my motherfucking ass. I saw the videos. I saw all the videos. I heard what she said. And just like when she called me a strong, independent, strong Black woman, I didn't give a fuck. I don't care.
He was making fun of him having a housekeeper. If you can't see everything, how can you clean? Blinky Hussey, Jesus Christ. Yo Mama made fun of Hussey for having a housekeeper. No, 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 no.
About some older white lady in whatever state that she's in that's been surrounded by white people, probably. I don't care about their ignorance. I'm not changing the world. And I said before, I see a lot of ignorant shit on YouTube that people have said. I'm not changing the world, and neither are you. So I said to have a conversation. That's what I said. I covered everything that you're asking me. Did I see? I covered it. Watch the video. I tagged you. Talk to y'all later. Ridiculousness. I'm just going off of what I've seen Madness say and then for Rita say, and it's kind of like a back and forth, but it's not a back and forth because each person is saying things separately and not to each other.
Oh my. Did you what's this, Bridget? You finish all your box wine? Better go get more of it. That looks like a wine glass.
And I think that's where the problem comes in. I think that if you want to get a message to somebody, you need to speak to them. If you have a problem with somebody and what they say, you need to speak to them, not try to make them into a cow.
Wow, she made a good point for once. Yay. What else is there? Okay. Is No Madness Life a cow? Oh, okay. Your mama calls out
If
racism.
you have a problem with No Madness,
It goes mute.
then why
when
did you
respond.
utilize me in your fight?
Oh, he utilized Bridget? How did he utilize Bridget?
Hey guys, I am back again. We are on day 5. I apologize for misquoting me, misconstruing what I had to say. I guess he's on this racism kick or whatnot. My whole thing is, again, like I said, don't try to school me in racism. I have personally been going through my family history, my family tree, trying to find out as much information as I can. I want to read one thing that I did find. This is from my great
oh, never mind.
grandmother.
No, I didn't see this.
It is
yet.
from the Slave Narrative Collection. It's Slave Narratives, a folk history of slave.
I'll read it and save Bridget from flapping her trap. Us chillun was of the soldiers. The boss had a big plantation and ruined everything they ate and wore. We had a cabin that joined onto the house. My mother was just like a man and worked in the field and made rails. Aunt wove I sicked up chips. My mother was the type that they had to treat good. The master had 8 children. There was a white school of 3 months. I did not go to school. After the war was over, we all worked for 25 cents a day, but didn't didn't get gold in money, but in food. Mother was sold twice. Oh, it says sold, not gold. I don't even know. I can't tell the difference because a lot of the fucking ink is faded on this. Mother was told whatever twice, and my father was stay away from my mother. I don't remember anything about my father. I was about 4 years old when the war ended. About all we did on Sunday was to dig ginseng and fish. One of the slaves would go out to a dance and get in the morning, and he would get a whipping. After the war, some Ku Klux come through our place, and the white folks said they could tell who they were by the walk. After the war was over, the soldiers were were going to take some of the colored women south, so we hid under the stairway. The soldiers fought to get the slaves to go, and my mother had a sour on her shoulder that they made. The soldiers took some of the slaves south and sold them. I tried my best, Blinky.
Slavery in the United States. What they did was after the Civil War, viewed former slaves. This is one story It says Missouri ex-slave. It says I was born in Stoddard County, Missouri. We know that I'm from Missouri. I've said it several times.
Yes.
It says my mother belonged to Jeffy. I can just remember how afraid us children, I'm going to say it how I say it, how us children was of the soldiers. The boss had a big plantation and raised everything they ate and wore. We had a cabin that joined onto the house. My mother was just like a man and worked in the field and made rails. My aunt wove. I picked up chips. My mother was the type that they had to treat good. The master had 8 children. There was a white school of 3 months. I did not go to school. After the war was over, we all worked for 25 cents a day, but didn't get paid in money, but in food. Mother was sold twice, and my father was sold away from my mother. I don't remember anything about my father. I was about 4 years old when the war ended. About all we did on Sunday was to dig, ginseng, and fish. One of the slaves would go out to dance and get in the morning, and he would get whipped. After the war, some Ku Klux came through our place, and the white folks said they could tell who they were by their walk. After the war was over, the soldiers were going to take some of the colored women south, so we hid under the stairway. The soldiers fought to get the slaves to go, and my mother had a scar on her shoulder that they made. The soldiers took some of the slaves south and sold them somewhere, and we never heard from them again. Blackroot was a purgative medicine as well as goose grease. For whooping cough, they would use honey and alum. At Christmas, we get candy or a new dress. On one Christmas, old Christine or Santa Claus would wrap up in a blanket, and this is how we got our presents. Down there, the hickory nuts grew big, and it was a funny thing when we found out that old Christine was giving us our own hickory nuts.
Oh, Christine!
It says, I can't remember about any hoodoo business, but once a Negro man borrowed a pair of boots from another man, and when he returned them, there was a snake's tooth sticking up through the sole of one of the boots. This was my this was my great-great-grandmother, age 75. Basically telling about her slave.
Wait a minute. I can't remember about any hoodoo business, but once a Negro man borrowed a pair of boots from another man, and when he returned them, there was a snake's tooth sticking up through the sole of one of the boots.
This was my, this was my great-great-grandmother, age 75. Thousands of stories about slaves all over that was created. Through my family tree, which is this one, I have looked, I have searched, but you know, when you get to a certain date, you can't go back any further for your Black relatives. Fortunately for my search, I had a slave owner who was actually a relative as well, that was the first Missouri speaker. So all of his records.
Hang on, give me a second here.
Were saved because he was basically government, and I got to read his will and I guess his white children's wills about how the slaves were handed down. I think he gave some of them their freedom when he died, and I believe my great great grandmother was one of the ones that he gave her freedom to. But as she said, the Ku Klux Klan came up from down south and tried to take them back, even after the war was over.
I let her ride in my caddy because I didn't know her daddy was the leader of the Ku Klux Klan.
My father is very old. I've heard about your mama talking about when he's talking about race or racism, he talks about the things that his or his grandparents and great grandparents had to go through. I didn't hear about what my great grandparents had to go through, or I see from here, but I heard about the things that my father went through in Missouri.
My father.
We have a long history in Missouri on my father's mother's side. So
well, Bridget, I hope that your dad was never a drug addict like mine.
The books go way back. There was one instance where I was looking at the street names that some of my ancestors grew up on. And even though it was the same street, there was a division right in the middle where it was called some regular name on one side of the street. But when it got to the black part of the street, that street was literally named Darky Street. I wish I could find it, but the street was named Darky Street. It's unbelievable. I hear the stories from my father. I actually did an interview with my father where he talked about how when he was trying to get a job in radio, they were ready to hire him in different states.
And what happened?
But they didn't know that he was Black. As soon as they found out he was Black, he did not get the job.
I couldn't get a job in a radio station because I was qualified to be radio announcer.
Around what year was this?
Let's see, I graduated from high school in 1957.
Mm-hmm. So we know like the race relations and stuff like that as far as America goes. So would you say that your opportunities were limited because of?
Yeah, I was hired at radio stations.
Mm-hmm.
Because this.
I was so hot, I made the block burst into flames.
The school, Southern Illinois University, sent out tapes on their disc jockeys, but they didn't say I was Negro,
mm-hmm.
which was the word in those days.
Mm-hmm.
So I was hired as KWS in Jeff City, capital of Missouri,
mm-hmm.
and I got up there to get my job, and the man told me he didn't know I was Negro. That was the time in those days.
Was it because you've told this story before? Was this like this was a station in Florida?
Jefferson City.
Oh, in Jefferson City. Because I
Jefferson
remember you saying that you had to tell your sister to tell the guy that you were Negro.
That was in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
But in Jefferson City, I was hired all over
mm-hmm.
until they found out I was Black.
Uh-huh.
I went to Jefferson City, and he hired me. He hired me from the telephone, which is the capital of Missouri. So I went driving up there, and he didn't know what I wanted. And I told him, I said, I came to get the job.
Mm-hmm.
And he blew his mind. He said, well, I don't own the station, but they would never hire a Negro.
This was during Jim Crow.
That a shame.
I hear the stories about how my father grew up in the slave quarters. Slavery was over, but they still had those houses. But they grew up with the dirt road, with the dirt floor in the slave quarters, where the kids slept up at the top. Heard about this, heard about that. One thing that I can tell you from my own experience of actually going back to Missouri, this was years ago, going back to visit my father, and we're driving in a car. And I guess some lady is trying to merge into the lane that we were in. My dad is driving, but the lady's in my dad's blind side, so he doesn't see her, and I guess cuts her off. We get to the light. This lady pulls up alongside of us, and the first thing that she screams is, "You fucking nigger!" In the car with my dad, some white lady calling my dad a nigger. When I say that, because in my video, let me actually read this comment.
Did that get you all hot and bothered?
I'm all over the place now. But let me read this comment on the video that I did. This is the first video I did about the whole Zena and Farida thing. Someone left this comment and she said there is so much about using racist racism, especially with Black people. Being a child during the civil rights era, these words had a real meaning and impact on your way of life and economic stability. After the civil rights era, a Black person became energized to pursue higher education, jobs, and trying to get the opportunities that they were not given. And I will say from this comment, again, the story of my father, he was the first person within the family to graduate from college. He had another sister that graduated from college as well. I replied, I said, my dad, who lived during Jim Crow, has told me several times that I don't know what real racism is because I haven't and will never experience what he has. I go on to say some other things. And she says, your dad speaks with facts. Real racism will never happen again. It will not be allowed. When I say that No Madness's comments were ignorant, I said what I said.
I said what I said. Deal with it.
But Yo Mama got mad because and
don't get your panties in a twist now.
And totally missed my point. Let me go to the next video because he totally missed my point on what I was pointing out that he said. So let me go back here. So this was on my video where I reviewed Yo Mama. I got this comment. It says, hi, Bridget. I came in at the end. I watched some of Yo Mama's stream last night, and I don't think it was about race or racism for him. He was YouTube friendly for a time with No Madness Life, but in the end, she tried to weaponize Music Biz Marty against him to show how to send tow trucks and cops to his house. I'd be surprised if Yo Mama really cares about the race angle, except to say it's wrong, but I'm sure he knew, like everyone knew, she was off about that, even if he never saw it in its absolute full glory. He basically said in his stream that he likes Farida and Zena dragging No Madness Life because he finds No Madness Life disgusting for personal reasons, but she's racist too. That's the vibe I got. If I'm incorrect or misinterpreting Yo Mama, sorry, Yo Mama. So Yo Mama replies to this. He goes, you hit the nail on the coffin. She didn't play those parts in the video. My comment is, and I'll just say my comment. My comment is, if it's not about race or racism for you, or No Madness being racist, then why use my video? From the way that I see it, Yo Mama was trying to, I don't know, get back at me and play Cap'n, put on his cape for Zena and Farida to get back at me because I went off on Zena. If you have a problem with No Madness, then why did you utilize me in your fight and try to, I don't know, bring shame to me, try to humiliate me? So that comment makes no sense of how.
Yeah. It's the same with me. Like, if you have a problem with somebody else, don't be utilizing me in your fights either. If you have a problem with me, tell me. But don't be just weaponizing me to get an upper hand on someone else. Nobody should be cool with anything like that.
How he said that she hit the nail on the head, then why was my video used? So Yo Mama got mad that I didn't play that part of the video. Let's play that part of the video that he was upset that I didn't play because I didn't care after he lied about what I said.
And I want to play another thing for Bridget because you said that it's ignorance, right? It's pure ignorance. I want to play another thing for her. After No Madness.
Let me ask this question. Is ignorance not a part of racism? I'm not going to say that No Madness is outright racist. I'm not
I'll give you an answer. Yes, it is a part of racism.
going to say it. I think she's ignorant.
Madness
Oh,
decided
here
to apologize.
comes GP. Hello, GP.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, give me 1 second. Go continue. I'm listening. Give me 1 second.
All right.
For being racist now, are being saying the nasty stuff that she said about a religion. She doubled down on it the next day. Here is No Madness.
Right now, what you're doing, is she racist or is she Islamophobic? Which one is it? Those are two different things. Those are absolutely two different things. But let's go.
Here is No Madness speaking on Foodie Beauty, who is a Muslim woman coming back to Canada. Listen to what she says. Roll it.
Street at your mom's house while your mom and your stepdad were at work, so we can make Cutie feel like Christmas. Cutie's home for Christmas. Bake that ham, because she coming home to eat some pork.
Comfortable leaving some.
She's coming
Some
home
pork.
to eat some pork. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. After this woman apologized for being stupid.
Wait, what? He said that she was stupid? I said that she was ignorant. He said that she was stupid. Mm-hmm. What's your point, yo mama?
And saying shit that was just utterly disgusting. Here she is again. Back at it again.
So you mad that she said that Foodie Beauty's coming home and eat some pork after everybody, almost, I'm not gonna say everybody, but almost everybody is doubting, and all the creators and all the viewers and everything, everybody else is saying how she's just cosplaying as a Muslim. Okay, so I'm ready to hear the hateful stuff.
Muslim woman is back home to eat some pork. What's that, Bridget? Oh, you're gonna keep on giving her she's ignorant.
Yeah, ignorant, especially after all the other creators are sitting up here talking about how she's not a Muslim. They're doubting her religion. So yeah, I think it's ignorant.
She doesn't know what.
So yeah, I think it's ignorant that they're doubting her religion. Yay.
She's talking about her. She doesn't know what she's saying. You gonna keep on giving her that card? No. I know exactly what No Madness life is. She's a moron. And let me tell you something real quick, too slick. Out
Ignorant
there. Eat some
card.
pork. Let me tell you something about No Madness. Now, when me and No Madness went at it in the past, I didn't have no problem trolling her. She didn't have no problem trolling me. I didn't have no problem with it. When she goes on her little rant, when she gets called out and she goes on live and says, "I'm just a reaction channel. I'm just here to talk about."
Hey,
food.
Russ.
I'm not that kind of person.
I
call it.
on. What is it, GP?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. Do I sound far away?
No.
All right. Now, what's going on? I don't have that much time, but what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Good. I'm
afternoon.
just looking at this because you asked me to. So
Yeah, because you telling me about, you want to get some good content. I was telling you to look at this because this is funny. But what happened? What's going on so far? Because I didn't even see the whole thing. I just saw your mama talk about it, so you could fill me in.
Yo mama is, I guess, having some issues with No Madness life, and
Mhm.
Bridget is mad because he dragged her into it.
Okay, well let's see. Let's hear this. Let's see what it said. Hold on. Before we that,
No, I know
you
it's
said
bullshit.
Anna
I was
Nicole's back. You seen that? I seen
Yeah.
the tab, and I DM'd that to you. I said Anna Nicole's back. What happened?
Oh, it's gonna be World War III.
Oh
It
my
is.
Lord!
It's gonna be so bad.
What happened? Like, I thought she was going for good. After all the things the bodega done said about her.
I thought so too.
They said that. Oh, they played that poor woman family issues, her her crying about her husband. God damn, you serious? Her hiding in the bathroom, like I don't know. You think she should have came back?
I can't speak for her, honestly. I didn't think it was a good idea because of everything that happened with her and the fact that that she did decide to come back. They're going to make it worse for her. So no, I don't think she should have come back.
Yeah, AK and I'm gonna make it twice as worse. Oh, okay, all right. Well, let's go on. And listen to what you looking at, Bridget reviewing your mama. Let's go and finish looking at
Yeah,
this.
day 5. Your
Mhm.
mama calls out racism but goes mute when you
But
respond.
you see, look at this. Let me tell you about this, Russ. You see how, I'm not trying to say your mama don't do research. Some he don't. Your mama would get a couple of clips. He would look at those clips, and he would joke on you. You get what I mean? So he won't
Yeah.
go back. He won't do like your mama won't go back like, let's say he won't go back to the beginning of the drama. I mean, who really has that time? So he would come in at the end of it, or at the point that where everything was explained already. But when he comes in on it, people already is acting a certain way, and he's criticizing them, but don't know why they acting like that because he didn't do no research. He didn't go back and watch a tons of videos on what brought him to the edge. So I can understand how people can feel about him. But Russ, this woman obsessed over you, obsessed over me, obsessed over everybody, and she's
Who
supposed to be
does,
the one that
Bridget?
yeah, and she's supposed to be the one that don't care. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like she's like, I don't care. I don't care about any of this. But yet you're still making videos about people. Look, day five, that is ridiculous. If I don't care about somebody, I'm not watching your videos.
Mm-hmm.
Russ, how many
Yeah, like I don't understand, Bridget. Why did you have to make 5 days worth of this?
but people don't realize this is how she is. She's very obsessed. Let me tell you something. When me and her was okay with each other and we was talking on the phone or DMing, this is how she was over Tragic. She was obsessed
Yeah.
over the dude at one point. So I'm telling her, yo, why you even care? Like, just block him and move on. And then I had to like talk her into blocking him. So this is just her mentality. Like she get obsessed over you. Oh, she was just not leave you alone. She gonna go back. She
Yes,
gonna
I
hop on
know.
people panels, talk about you. This is how this woman is. And people look, what's so funny? People look at me and go, "Oh, well, why you talk about Bridget a certain way?" I just don't. Russ, when have you ever heard me talk about Bridget except today? Like literally, this woman made so many videos
You
on me.
rarely
She
speak
commented
about her. Rarely.
exactly. She commented about me on we call it on Twitter. People tell me I don't care. I don't see the comments unless Vidal posted on her Twitter. I don't see it. I don't watch the videos. Only reason I knew about this is because your mama talked about it, and that's sometimes I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes I watch your mama.
It's the same
This
with me. I rarely watch shit about me unless somebody tells me about it, and people have told me about the stuff people have done on me, so
exactly. And look what they done on her. Look what they done on YTR. That's what I mean. Look at YTR. Look how many videos she done on YTR, but she don't care. Now she might turn around and be like, well, that is my content, and I this and this and this and this. So if you are invested to look at all the videos of YTR, all the videos of Russ, when you came on, for the interview, right?
yeah.
For me. And after the interview, she's hitting me up in DMs about I want to. Remember, she did a whole review to that. I think she reviewed
Yeah.
it. I don't know because
Yeah,
you
she
told me
did.
this. You told
She
me she
did.
reviewed it. So if she reviewed the interview, she reviewed the whole thing. Then afterwards, she hit me up and she's this one we still was talking. We went back to being okay again. She hit me up saying, "Oh, that was a bad look. I wouldn't have Russ up there." It's like, what the fuck? I thought you don't care. I thought you don't give a
Mhm.
fuck. So why are you so invested into these people drama? Like, if you don't care, you don't care. Like, I don't care if you make a video about me, Bridget. I don't care if you review this video because I'm not gonna watch it. That's somebody who doesn't care. They don't watch you at all. And only times I did watch, like, okay, the one time I did watch her is when one time I did watch is when me and Vidal was talking, and Vidal told me, hey, she's going that Jill, and me and Jill was cool at that time. You get what I mean? So I was like, what? And I looked at the video Vidal sent me, and I was like, oh, this is bullshit. And then that's when, I did my videos on her about how you going to say you don't care and you going at just Jill. You get what I mean? I this is the whole point. And I've been telling people, see, Russ, I'm right. People got to realize I'm right when that's not all the time. GP's an asshole. He gets probably a lot wrong, but I'm right in this instant. This woman is obsessed, and she is like a little stalker on the low. Like, she will lock in on a person, and she will not let go, like a pit bull locks in on the tire. You ever saw the videos of pit bulls biting down on tires and they won't let go? That's how Bridget is. She will lock in on something, lock in, and never let go. And this is day 5. If this man says something about her, why she's waiting 5 days? Like, I don't want to say, because I watched your mama. I replayed it today.
He did do some videos about him before this.
Like, come on, why? Okay, listen. If somebody do a video about you, or somebody bring you into the drama, you do a response video back to them. And if you really don't care, that response video should be it, right? I don't really care about what else you have to say. I said what I had to say. I'm gonna move on, right or wrong.
You're right.
So why is she doing this countdown? Why is she going day by day, day 5, day 6? Why is she counting the days if you don't give a fuck? If you don't care, you shouldn't be on no day 5. It shouldn't be. He should be irrelevant. You should walk away. You should be like, I don't care. But Bridget is obsessed. That's why when you do videos, she's obsessed with you, Russ. She's obsessed with YTR. She's obsessed with people.
That's why. That's also why when she was doing her study stuff, and I decided to snipe it, she did the same thing to me.
But if she don't care, why would she even care what you doing on your channel? If she doing her study stuff, why would she even care, Russ, if you snipe or not? You don't care. You don't care. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. But go ahead, Russ. Go ahead. Play the video. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
No, you're fine.
Trolling No Madness life. I never got in her personal life. I would just troll on her little fucking videos or whatever, and then she would troll on me. I didn't have no problem with it. The day that everything turned around for me and No Madness was the Marty thing. Okay, when this guy was going around sending taxis to Foodie Beauty's house and doing, tow trucks and doing all that doxing shit, right? And No Madness had no problem with it. Thought it was funny. And so when she did all of that, I was like, damn, that's kind of disgusting. I thought you were just a reaction channel. You just sat back and just, didn't like that nasty shit. But then,
wait a minute. I thought that comment said that No Madness had Marty go after him. Did I read it wrong?
Not only that, but then she doubled down on it. Then she was like, oh, your mama, how about you and Marty? Oh, yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. This idiot tried to push Marty to me. She thought,
wait, what?
But then, not only that, but then she doubled down on it. Then she was like, oh, your mama, how about you and Marty? Oh, yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. This idiot tried to.
So you think, as you just said, yo mama, that you didn't have any problem going after No Madness, and No Madness didn't have any problem going after you. But then she was laughing at the fact that Marty was going after you. So do you really think that she had no problem with you? Do you really think that?
Push Marty to me. She thought that would be funny, that Marty would send tow trucks to my house.
So you're mad that she laughed about it. That's why you're mad. Because she laughed about the tow trucks being sent to your house. And that's when it became personal. So she didn't go after you. She didn't have Marty go after you. She just laughed about it because you had gone after her. Okay.
Right? With my 2-year-old, she didn't give a fuck about that. So you know what? No man, it's like,
why the fuck would she give a fuck about you? Why? Why? She doesn't know you. She hasn't had conversations
Okay,
with
Russ.
you.
Now this is crazy. You see, okay, how could I put this, Russ? Now, I'm not saying Hussey is a bad guy, right? I'm not saying
Yeah.
that. And I'm not saying your mom is a bad guy, right? How could I put this? Your mama, as I said before, he does not do the proper research at all. No. If you say your mama, hey man, come do the research, she's gonna go fuck that. I'll send me some clips and I'm gonna joke about you. I'm gonna point out what you're doing wrong in the present at the moment than what you did in the past. Then what happened in the past to lead up to you doing this or lead up to your behavior. So he jokes about Hussey. A lot of people find some people that's really cool with Hussey finds that disgusting. Because I heard you earlier said, "Oh, you do this to Hussey, you do that to Hussey." You know, yeah, he jokes with Hussey. But if you ever see how Hussey and your mama interact with each other, I don't see it as I don't see that they really got beef. I don't know if you understand or not. I don't say they really have that beef as I see Hussey with MFW or Hussey with Peanut. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because yesterday, people say, "Hey man, you see that Peanut?" I didn't see the Peanut stream, but I heard Hussey talk about it.
Oh yeah, he was very upset over it.
And I wish Hussey could come on. I wish if you wanted to invite him because I wanted to say this to Hussey. Listen, bro, you have to realize when you jump on somebody like Peanut stream, she's trying to make you look bad. That's what Peanut does. Peanut is not trying to get to any type of resolution, or she don't want to get to any type of point, or she don't want anything to be settled. That's just Peanut wants everything to be a troll, and she's trying to make you look bad. That's it. So when you got on that panel, you should have knew exactly what Peanut was trying to do. There was no more nice Peanut. Peanut always going to. That's why I do not even I would not even talk to Peanut. I don't talk to liars and immoral people because she's lying. She's an immoral person. Even though she's standing on all these high qualities, I'm a good person. I do this, I do that. Save that. I can show you in your DMs with people how you talk shit about everybody behind their back. But yet I supposed to sit here and say, okay, Peanut, you're a good person. You lied to me. You messaged me from 2 different names and said there was you were sisters.
Wow.
Who do that on Twitter? Who does that? Hey, I'm Pistachio sister. I'm Peanut. I got a Twitch page. Hey, I'm Peanut. I'm Angry Pistachio. I'm Peanut sister. I got a YouTube page. You're the same person. So if you're willing to lie that easily to somebody who wasn't trying to do anything negative towards you, then why should I even take anything you say seriously?
Exactly.
So that's why I never wanted to talk to. I mean, if it happens, happen. But I just don't have it. I just don't care to talk to Peanut. Even though she holler and scream. People say she did a whole stream of me, calling me out, saying she will drag me through the dirt. I was like, okay, cool, thank you. Peanut couldn't drag herself through the dirt, so how could she drag me? But the truth is, you're an idiot, and you're trying to stand on this high morality ground where you don't know. So I don't understand why Hussey put himself in that position for her to do that to him. because Peanut is not cool. Gaining ground goes in that room. That's on him because she had talked shit about him behind his back. Is in the DMs, Peanut. I've seen those shits. I have those shits. If I really wanted to come at you, Peanut, I have it. I have you saying, "Oh, I don't know what's up with this guy." All types of craziness. So Hussy needs to stop putting himself in that position, in no predicaments. That's why I wanted to say, Hussy, stop putting yourself in these predicaments of these clowns trying to get the upper hand on you. Like Bridget, look at Bridget. Look at her. This woman for months was trying to find out why Tragic didn't block her. She wanted to know the reason why Tragic blocked her. For months, she was going on about it. People telling me that she told them
because she was a GP. She was in love with him.
She was in love with him. People, so funny. People jumped down. People, I had people message me. Even in our little group, I have them message me. I had them. We talked about it way before, where they were asking me questions. I didn't bring Bridget up. They asked me like, "Hey, Bridget say that you was in love with her. Like, you liked her. You want her?" I was like, "What?" I was like,
and GP, listen, that's another thing I'd like to talk about is she has claimed that she is an aromantic and she doesn't feel any sort of romantic expression or feelings towards anybody. Well, you felt that way about Tragic.
She did. You asked multiple occasions. You kept asking me why is this man not telling me why he blocked me? You actually said out your mouth to me that you thought he was your online boyfriend. You said that, Bridget. You said that to me. You told me that if you would have drove to Arizona and had sex with this man. So
is that literally what she told you?
That's literally what she told me. She would have did that.
Wow.
So why would I have any type of interest in you at all? First of all, I'm married. Second of all, you do not exhibit any behavior for me to want to have these feelings for you. Third of all, don't use my kindness or me having proper manners as a indication that I want you. And maybe that's what it is. This is just how I was raised. I was raised to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to people. How many times do I say that to you, Russ?
All the time.
All the time. That's just who I am. I say the guys, women, anybody who I communicate with, I say good morning to. I say good afternoon to or good evening. That's just who I am.
That's manners.
That's just my manners. I hold the door open for people. I just do things. If I walk into somebody's house, I greet everybody in the house. I just don't walk in a person's house and just sit down with the person that invited me. As soon as I come in your house, I say hi to everybody. That's just who I am as a man. I say hello to Gigi, good morning, all that. I do it to what do you call it, Hussy. I do it to everybody, not just gay men, Russ and everybody. I do it to every single person that I talk to. G-Man, I used to do the G-Man. That's just who I am as a man. So I have learned, Russ.
Something else happened recently.
What happened?
Well, somebody in my community, right, that likes my content quite a lot. She's followed me for a long time. She gave me her phone number.
Okay.
And we were texting back and forth quite a lot last night. And she told me that she, if she was able, she would do the same thing that Bridget wanted to do with Tragic, which is come to where I am and hook up with me and all that.
Well, that's between you and her. See, that's personal business. That's between you and her. So you and her work that out.
And that's why I don't think that, Bridget should have told you anything like that, because that is between her and Tragic, don't you think?
Yes. Yes. But you have to remember this too. Why she was telling me that, she was going behind my back telling Tragic shit about me. So it was like a mutual thing. You know what kills me about Bridget, Russ? You know what kills me? She would sit there and she would say a bunch of shit, right? She would go, "Oh, this happened. This is this." Like she said that, "Oh, you don't have no wife. You have a baby mother." That's what she said about me. People. That's what I forgot what her name said to me. Sarah said that's what she said about me.
Sarah Locklear?
Yeah, that's what she said, that she said that about me. So I sat there. So no, I'm like, what? But she would say things like that, but when you turn around and you go, show the proof, Bridget. Show what you're saying is true. She would go, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Why should I don't have to show shit? But check this. If you say something about her, she would scream, show the proof. Show me.
Yeah.
Don't say it, show me. Then it's not real. Okay, so if it's not real, if I say it about you, then why should people take it real when you say it about them? Just like Jan Views. Jan Views was, oh my God, Jan. You know what? I would I should have an open stream and let Jan Views come up there and let her talk her shit, because she is the one woman who would constantly hop from community to community and get kicked out of everybody community. You didn't notice that? She was in DC community, got kicked out. She was in your mama community, got kicked out.
Yeah.
She tried to be in Petty Fam community, got kicked out. Black Guy TV really disliked Jan Views. He can't stand her.
Oh,
and
yeah,
let me tell you something. We know
that
don't have a good history.
BGTV is absolutely not going to tolerate any fuck shit. We know that for a fact.
He do not like Jan Views at all. Hell, Yaddle don't like Jan Views. So it's
well, it's because of the way that she acts and the way that she talks about people. What she said about Hussey is disgusting.
Jan Views is like DC Media Girl. Jan Views, Bridget, and DC Media Girl is very similar to each other. If you look at all of them, they are very similar. This man is talking about racism towards Muslim people. If you tell a person, oh, I know that Muslims beat their wives and keep them in the house, that's kind of prejudice and racist to say about a religion. That's kind of prejudice and racist. Why are you telling Muslims that? Because that don't fall under Muslims to beat their family.
Another thing I wanted to tell you is I reviewed Negs again earlier, and he said that you called him God. Where did you say that?
When you on meth?
Exactly. You never called him God.
With Zeke already told us, when you high on meth, you any analogies or any metaphors somebody say, you're gonna make it seem like it's you. I just use an analogy saying it's like Jesus give, like this is why I said the devil did a GoFundMe to take God to court, and Jesus donated to the devil to take God to court. I didn't say next you're God. No, I'm just giving you an analogy of the significance on how Tragic donated to Gigi GoFundMe to take your stupid ass to court. But I shouldn't use another analogy because it's stupid. So let me say this. Russ. So if I would have said it's like it's like a bub. It's like a crackhead taking. No, let me say. Listen, if I say it's like a crackhead taking the drug dealer to court, and you call it in the supplier, the one that supplies the drug dealer, the connect is like in the connect. Donate to the crackhead GoFundMe to take the drug dealer to court. what would next consider himself a drug dealer? You know what I'm saying? Like me, what would you say? Oh, he called me a drug dealer. Like, no matter what you say, he's gonna reference his own self towards that. It's like, bro, you're not God. No matter how many times you hit that pipe,
Yeah.
you smoke that meth, or whatever you're doing with it, you're not God, bro. Come down.
I still don't understand why he thinks you said that about him.
Because he want to be God. His little tiny ass want to be God so bad. He wants somebody to look at him
that's
as
why
God.
he has a God complex.
But he runs. How if you was God, why did you run from Z? Why did you throw all this stuff in the hallway and lock up your shop?
Yeah.
You have 4 minutes. You listen, you got rid of the industrial heater and majority of his shit. You threw it out in the hallway in 4 minutes. Turn off your lights in the store, lock the door, and left. God wouldn't do that. God would have faced Z straight up. He would have told Z, come get your stuff. But not you next. So you not God, bro. You just a punk. I mean, if you want to believe he's God, bro, that's on you.
I don't believe he's God. Listen, I've been laughing at him and his antics ever since I found out about him. And the same with DC. Those two are the funniest people I've ever come across on the internet, period. They really are.
DC is more than funny. DC is retarded. DC is hopping on that.
Well, yeah,
DC want to
it's
be
because they're how stupid they act. That's what makes them so funny.
Yeah, that's true. They are very stupid, Russ. They are. They would take a point and twist it. They would let's say what you said just now. They would take that and twist it and somehow come up with a different concept. Like what the fuck are you talking about next? DC. She would talk about you, Russ. She would talk about YTR. She would talk about AJ.
Yeah.
But she would talk about Lava Lamp. But she won't talk about Tragic.
Oh yeah, Tragic's pretty funny too. Yup. Tragic's funny as well.
But you should show he gave her the same threat he gave next. You need to stop DC for contacting the people in the bodega. Idiot. What's she gonna say that?
First and final warning. You really think she's gonna heed that warning, Tragic? Come on now. She's not gonna listen to you.
But the point is, DC still contact the people in the bodega, and Tragic is telling her to stop it, or I'm gonna come at you harder. But she won't say Tragic names. She won't say anything about Tragic. Right, DC?
She doesn't care.
She do care. She do. Next will say something. But she won't. She does care. Because when Anna Nicole left, you see how fast she hopped on that?
Yeah.
DC knows Tragic got something on her.
And if anything else happens with me, she's going to hop on that quick too.
Exactly. You, YTR, anything, she will hop on it. Because DC Media Girl.
She said I was an idiot to the point of being offensive. I don't understand how, but okay.
Because she's an idiot to the point of being offensive.
You're an idiot to the point of being offensive, Ross.
She don't know what the fuck.
Oh, yes, the bodega bus.
It's going what?
Cha-cha.
Oh.
Good Lord.
Oh, man. We should fast forward this to almost the end. Because all she's doing is talking about.
Yeah, I think I'll just do it from here.
Yeah, that's good. Let's hear her talk.
You didn't talk about any of that.
You talk about
And what I didn't know at the time is that No Madness had called you guys woke. She said, she said something like, oh, I'm so tired of this woke stuff. Because I heard you say that in your video when you were doing it about No Madness. But when I went off on you, Zena, when I went off on you, and you're probably not even going to watch this because you've gone on to say that you're not going to go into certain chats that I'm in because I'm in them to try to run away from the problem. I called you woke as well. I said you were fake woke when I went off on you. When you said that I was that black token best friend. I said you were fake woke. And you said, oh, I'm not woke at all. So how is it that me and this lady that I don't speak with called you the same thing? Woke. There's this book that I read a few years ago. It's called
Woke Racism, How a New Religion Has Betrayed Black America, John McWhorter.
Woke Racism. And I feel that it's by, what's his name? John McWhorter. John McWhorter, I think. He talks about how the racism word is thrown around. Somebody says something that you don't like, something that may be ignorant, and then you're quick to call that person racist. This is exactly what's happened. No Madness may have said some microaggressive things.
Microaggressive is not. Hold on, pause this. Microaggressive is not you saying out your goddamn mouth a Muslim. Once you identify what she's saying, Bridget, then you will realize, and you're supposed to be going to school with this. Then you will realize that it may not. I'm not saying it's racist. It's prejudice. It's highly prejudiced, and prejudice could lead into racism. Absolutely. But you don't realize that because you're in your mind, you're racist or you're prejudiced. That's why you laugh at certain things about people when it comes to, like, she laughed about when that woman said that about like while watching your mama stream, he reviewed her laughing at whoever that woman is, No Man's Life, saying that about Muslims. You get what I mean? She laughed. Ha, 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 ha. I can take that. That's not aggressive, sweetheart. See, you must be failing at college because that don't make no sense. Microaggressive for her to say, hey, that the Muslims. Remember, she's talking about a group of people now, a religion. And Muslim is not even a religion. It's either Islam or something in that sort. That's a religion. You need to learn a little more, because Islam is the religion. Muslim is a follower of Allah. That means God.
Yeah.
Muslim is what, that's like Christian. Christian is not the religion. Christianity is the religion, not Christians. That's a suburb of Christianity. So you don't know this yet because you don't know how far you're in your schooling, your college. So that means when she identified Muslim, she's talking about a group of people now. She's talking about Muslims that who follow Islam or whatever. Or that's the truth. She's talking about those Muslims. She's saying, hey, you guys, Muslims, like to take your wives in the house and beat them and lock them in the house. That's called being highly prejudiced. Oh, what's the other word? I forgot. Let's start with the D. Well, she probably can help me. Start with the discriminate. You discriminate or you being prejudiced towards Muslims. You fucking idiot, Bridget. This is why I don't have
discrimination, GP.
Yeah, discrimination. This is why I don't have conversations with you, because you're a fucking idiot. That's not microaggressive. Get that shit right. Go ahead, Wes. I'm sorry.
Okay. They have said some things that you take offense to. But racism, I don't think that people really understand the gravity of that word. again for the billionth time. If you want someone to know about the things that they say that offend you, let them know. Don't go mute. Don't go silent. Don't avoid chats that person is in.
I can't.
Let them know. You're going to
Russ,
make a
I don't
video.
blame you.
Russ, this woman has in March. When I talked to her, when we was okay, we was cool. When I was talking to her, she told me herself, "Oh, I'm not marching. Oh, I'm not this. I'm not doing things like that." So when it comes to any type of racism that happened towards Black people, Bridget's not gonna be on the front lines because this is what she do. She sit back and she critique people on what they do. Oh, you're being overzealous when it comes to talking about racism. Bitch, shut up, because if anything, sit your ass down. You wanted to fuck a wigger. I don't know how racist or prejudice or discrimination that could get. You want to fuck a guy that
Pretends
always
to be Black when he's not.
Yeah, pretends to be the worst parts of an African American culture. He pretends to be the worst parts, and you wanted to have sex with this man. And I should listen to anything you have to say about racism. Anything. Come on, bro.
She is Blossom. Yep. She is.
I respect people who's willing to go out there and fight for their culture. That's all I'm saying. I don't respect people like Bridget who sits back, who will critique the people who's willing to go out there and fight for their culture. You know, that's the truth. Now, if you want to say that, you know, the races or racism has become a very quick, off the hip, you know, where people just call everything racist, I agree. That needs to slow down because that takes away from the real racist issues. You get what I mean? But that doesn't mean that in that moment, whatever that interaction that happened with that person may not felt like that was racist. We all have our own feelings in the moment. So I can't say that person is wrong, but I could say that person should take the time and think about what happened before they just automatically say it's racist. I have seen some people say shit is racist. I'm like, come on, bro. That's not really that racist. That's not really racist. That's prejudice, yes. Mm-hmm. This woman do not care about Black people. She don't care. That's why when your mama sitting there and he was telling the story about his grandfather, his family, I'm like, yo, bro, you shouldn't say shit about. You just don't care about what she said because she don't care about Black issues. Your mama talks a lot of shit, but believe me, your mama will be out there talking about Black issues. He will go. That's what I believe. Unless he say different, I believe your mama would be like, yo, what? This happened? He would do what he have to do. He would talk about it. She's not like that.
No, she's not.
She is. Bridget wants to be white, and this is her way of being white. This is who she is. Just like Jan Views. Jan Views want to be white. This is who they are. Bridget, somebody told me when you became friends with Tina, all of Tina's other friends left. Why is that? You got to ask a question to yourself because people consent. You are a phony. You're a fake, girl. It is what it is. You're not for the struggle. You're not for the culture. You are a fake. You told me for the past 5 or 6 years or 10 years, all you dated was white guys. So how all you dated was white guys? You want to now this culture or your mama this or your mama that. No, bro. It is what it is. You're not for the struggle. It's okay. You know what I'd rather people say straight up, I'm not for the struggle at all. Fuck it. Instead of just using issues or scenarios from their life to try to make it look like they're for the black culture. You're not for the black culture. It's okay. That's why I say I can't do it, because her actions prove it every time.
Yup.
I don't know, man. This is why I don't watch Bridget at all. Because I don't like fake. I'm sorry, Russ. I don't like fake. I'm sorry. I just don't like fake and phoniness. You know?
No, I don't blame you. I don't either.
But go ahead. You could. I'm sorry, Russ. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
She is being fake here. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right.
I do have to go. I'm gonna have to go, Russ. I'm so sorry.
Oh, all right, GP. No, it's
But,
all right. Thank you for coming on.
No, thank you for having me, Russ. Thank you. And I appreciate it. But I wanted you to come on. I'm gonna do another next video, and I want you to come on so we can because he talked about you, so I want you to come on our next video if you're available. All right. You there, Russ? Well, when he comes back, let him know I want him to come on the next video. I DM him. So, all right, everybody, have a good day. Peace.
Sorry about that, you guys. Oh, I lost my connection. We're having a really bad storm here right now. But anyway, that has been Bridget. Jeez. And thank you to GP for coming on. I will see you guys later.